Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Voyager class Optimus Prime. So, here we are. Here is the figure. Very nice looking figure. Pretty solid overall in my opinion. Very solid plastic quality. Design looks nice. Lots of detailing in the figure. I don't know if you guys can see that super well, but there's lots of good details on this guy. The inner thighs as well. Like, I really like what they did with that. Give them a quick spin around. See, there's lots of detail on the arms even. Not much of a backpack, which is cool. You know, some figures struggle with that. Overall, pretty great figure in my opinion. Let's see. Let's get into the articulation side of things, shall we? So, for the arms, raise his arm up about that far. This can kind of swivel a little bit. It's more posability, I guess you could use it for that. I personally don't really utilize that joint very often. The arm can rotate fully. It's just on a mushroom peg. You do have a bicep swivel, elbows bend about that far. The wrists do rotate. They're on a ball joint. However, I don't typically use this ball joint. I don't know if it's just my copy or if it's the figure overall, but the joint is kind of tight. I don't like to mess with it too much. Leg comes out about that far. Go back about that far. You can move the side skirt piece out of the way. And that goes about that far out, which is pretty cool. Knee bends slightly over 90. Slightly. You do get some ankle tilting down here, which that's cool. That's nice. And then you have like a half waist rotation right here. And you have another one up top right here. And those two together typically get the job done for me as far as posability with this figure goes. Like I said, overall, I really enjoy the figure. I really like the design a lot. Like it flows together real nice to me. I've always loved the live action movies. Those are kind of what I grew up on. So they have a special place in my heart, and I love that we're finally getting like a healthy mix between the live action and the G1, because I do like the G1, style as well. I've got live action G1, Beast Wars, all kinds of stuff, Generations, Titans Return, all of that. But I'm so happy that Transformers is getting back into the main spotlight. I love it. Accessories wise, he only comes with one accessory, just his gun, his little ion blaster, I guess, which that's pretty nice. And that just slides into his hand like that. And yeah, looks good with him. It looks real good with him. All right, for comparison, I have the last figure I reviewed, which would be the Studio Series 100 Bumblebee from the same movie. And I think these two scale pretty good together. I think that's about right. I'd say that's about right. So there's that. I'm going to bring in a couple different versions of Optimus that I have. Here is the Laser Optimus Prime, which is I think he's a leader class, I think. But he's really Voyager scale, and you can see just like how much smaller this Optimus is for a Voyager class figure. So there's that. I'm also going to bring in the Earthrise leader class Optimus Prime, which, as you can see, there's a serious size difference there. So you get what I mean when I say, like, he's cool and I love the design, but the scale, like the size comparative to how Voyager class figures used to be, it's a little different. Bring in Leo. I think he was technically a Voyager, and these two are they're about the same height. Just about. Let's see. Yeah, they're about the same height. They're almost eye to eye. This is actually a little bit taller than that one. So there's that. Then I got a couple random comparisons that I'm going to do. I have my Revenge of the Fallen leader class Optimus Prime, which I'm going to bring him in. Not that this is really relevant, but I want to compare movie class to movie class figures, which it's not even. I mean, look, it's not even close as far as scale on this guy, which, oh man. Revenge of the Fallen, those were some figures right there. We'll take them out of here. And not that it's really relevant, but I'm going to bring in my Masterpiece Optimus Prime from the movie line. It is a KO, but still basically the same mold, just better paint and lots of die cast. So there's that. And I'm just going to bring them in for the sake of showing off some of the movie figures. So there's that. Alright, now to get this guy transformed into vehicle mode, it's not too hard, but there are some bits on him that are a little complicated. So the first thing we're going to do is put those together like that. There's two tabs in there. And then you're going to flip the foot up. And as you do that, the shins will kind of disappear. And then you just want to collapse it in on itself like that. And you do the same thing over here. If I can get it, can be a little tricky, but once you get it, you got it. There we go. Like that. So it should look like that. And then you're going to take this piece right here and flip it, and there's a little tab on the underside of this that's going to tab in right there. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take this back piece right here to kind of get this out of the way. This is going to flip up like that. Then Prime's head is going to go down in there like that, and you can close the chest up like that. And flip this the rest of the way up, and that will close. So he kind of looks like this. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take this and completely turn him around. So he should look like this. Okay, and this is the part that can be kind of tricky, I guess is the best word to say. I'm going to take his arms, these gray pieces right here, those are going to come out like this. And then there's tabs right here, and there's little slots on the outside right here of this little like wing smoke pipe area or smokestack. Make sure that stays closed. And so it should kind of look like this. I know it looks kind of strange, but then they're going to take these shoulder pieces. Those are going to come back like that. Gotta try to keep these tabbed in. It's a little, doesn't like to tab in very well. Then you're going to take these wrists and kind of angle them upward like that. Same thing on this side. And then I'm going to take the arm, turn it like this, and kind of compress it up into itself. And that's going to kind of slot in right there like that. And it should be like that. And then I'll open this up. I won't do the connection yet, but I'll at least open it up. And I'll take this in, do the same thing, clip that in, open this up. And then I'm going to take this entire assembly here, and it kind of tabs in the middle right there. We're just going to break that connection and bring it up. Now, this is the part that is difficult for me. There are two tabs on his thighs, or two slots on his thighs and two tabs on the bottom of his arms. This connection is A, not very good on my copy, and B, it's really hard to establish. So with the finished product for me, if it is not tabbed in all the way, that is why. It is tough to get that tabbed in and for it to stay, and it's not worth, you know, potentially breaking the figure, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, now I'm going to take these wheels, flip those down, flip them out, so it should look like this. And you just bring it down. You want to make sure the grill fully extends. You'll kind of hear it. It'll click like that. And then there are tabs on either wheel on the side, and there are slots on his thighs. They just go right in there like that. And then you can bring this out fully, tab it in on either side of the front like that. Ready? And then flip these up. Little panels on his thighs. Flip them up like that. And there you go. Here's vehicle mode. Now, for me, like I said, which the vehicle mode looks nice. It looks great. But like I said, for me, these tabs do not like to tab in. I'm not going to force it so that, you know, the figure breaks. I'd prefer if you didn't break. So, yeah, and then as for storage for his weapon in vehicle mode, that little tire thing that you flip down, you can just plug it in like that. And then that's the storage for the weapon in vehicle mode. So, there you go. Alrighty, there you go. That's my review for the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Prime. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.